Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Phoenix, Arizona. It is Game 4 of the Western Conference Championship. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. The unbeaten Lakers are just one win away from sweeping their way into the championship series again. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. I'm Brent Musburger, along with Bill Raftery. And Bill, three-peat, not that far away. They're only 5 wins away from sweeping everything this year. The Lakers really a team on a mission. How well are they playing? Let's take a look at this from Game 3 right here in Phoenix. Into the first quarter at midcourt. Time running out on the Magic Man, and watch the league's MVP perform a little Houdini.
Oh, the
Mr. Raftery, how do you defend that?
Well, Kevin Johnson put the hand up. He forgot to pray. Magic dedicated. They're playing as well as I've seen them all year.
Well, let's take a look at the lineups right now. And, Bill, what about Phoenix? What must they do now to keep this series going, send it back to L.A.?
A frenetic pace. They have to run the basketball. I also think it's important, the subtle adjustments of Cotton Fitzsimmons against the half-court trap. They've got to get it to the foul line and then penetrate.
There is the ageless marvel, number 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, his last season in the NBA. Veteran crew, Joe Crawford, Hugh Evans, and Paul Mahalik on hand today. During the regular season, Phoenix defeated the Lakers 3 times here, but James Worthy and company have put it all together in the playoffs. And now Kevin Johnson and the rest of the Suns must respond to the challenge this afternoon. Cap controlled by the men in purple.
Usually trying to establish Kareem early.
Looking for a receiver, keeps it against the double team, the familiar skyhook, and the Lakers lead by a deuce.
Did you notice the double up? Once he puts the ball on the floor, the Suns like to trap the big guy.
What about the Lakers defense, Bill?
Well, they saved it till the second half, but they do a 1-3-1 and a 1-2-2 trap. Right now they're straight up man-to-man.
It was Hornacek shipping it into West, lost it on the turnover. Magic comes out, it's 3-on-2. Magic is in the middle, and here comes Scott.
People have been saying it's no longer showtime, it's slow time. Looked pretty quick, that trip.
Johnson looking for daylight, penetrates, looking for shooting room. Kareem had him bottled up. It is A.C. Green, and there's the man in the middle again. Johnson, and it's Scott coming through. A.C. underneath, pounds it back in, and the Lakers jump out on top.
The key for the Suns is the penetration of Kevin Johnson. Pat Riley wants to force him baseline. He figures he can't complete it with the big guys. He'll make him throw that baseline pass.
Trap the ball, get it into the hands of Hornacek.
Attack, that's the key word for the Suns against this pressure.
Lakers defense all over him here in the early moments. Another turnover forced by Magic, and he'll bring it down. It's Scott. That's why they're unbeaten in the playoffs.
Oh, they came out dedicated, purposeful. Cotton put the 20 up. Now he took it off.
Now he puts it back on. 2 players in particular must produce for Cotton Fitzsimmons here this afternoon.
Well, they run a loose offense, enabling these 2 to get their shots. Eddie Johnson will curl. Chambers will create in the low box, but the shooting percentage so poor. I think some of it has to be attributed to the great Laker pressure.
Tway and Simpson have both teed off as sudden death is underway. Obviously, we're going to keep you up to date on the Atlanta Classic. And before, I'm sure the winning shot will be brought back on videotape. So I understand golf fans very concerned, but we'll try to keep you up to date as best we can. Johnson with a shot that failed. Lakers come right back down, and here is Scott. Chambers is there defensively, so it was no layup, and Byron brings it back outside. Now the 3.
Magic saying take the 3. That was a play for Magic to go to the low box. He took the defenders with him, opened it for Scott.
It's been a struggle here at the offensive end for the young Suns. Hornacek looking for a receiver.
Brent, you can see the intensity defensively, and that loosens it up a little bit. West delivering.
But it's 11-2, Lakers over the Suns. from Green, but into the hands of Worthy. Missing with his jump shot. Hornacek brings it down for the Suns. And there's a foul away from the ball. Corbin was trying to cut through, and he was picked off on his move, and that's the first personal against Green.
When you play an open type of offense where you let the guy shoot the basketball on the jump shot, you want to push it, make the Lakers run up and down the floor. They become more of a half-court offensive-oriented team.
Suns coming up with it underneath, and the foul is called on the Lakers.
You can offensive rebound against the Lakers because they do like to take that transition fast break. Tom Chambers complimented James Worthy. We all talk about the great offense. Look at the position here, forcing the tough shot. Chambers hasn't had many free ones.
Corbin at the line. When you take a look at this Phoenix lineup, a lot has been said about Larry Nance being traded away to Cleveland, but in return they got 3 starters, including Tyrone Corbin.
And Special K, Kevin Johnson, could run for governor out here.
And Mark West was the 3rd one, picked up from the Cavaliers in that big deal.
There's their go-to play. They screen for Worthy by the 5-man, Jamar.
Worthy will put it down, and here's Green. Missing Suns ball. Chambers to Johnson.
Brent, an excellent passing team on the break, the Suns. That puts pressure on the defense of the Lakers.
Missing on the skyhook. Johnson brings it down. Lakers ball. The 3.
Brent, that's spacing. Spread the floor. They can kick it cross court. They've got good threats from deep. Big guy is step slow. Couldn't beat his man across. Pat Riley couldn't say enough about him. They pay a special attention to him. Try and get him the basketball when he's in there. Get him in the flow of the game. The captain.
We get word now that Simpson, with a chance, as the whistle here on this play as they turn the corner. Simpson with a chance to birdie the par 3. That's the first playoff hole now at the Atlanta Classic. And Simpson is apparently about 4 feet away on his tee shot. Tway is off the green. So they are still walking down now. They have gone to sudden death. They're on the first hole of sudden death. It was a par 3. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sits down with Michael Thompson checking in at the 7:31 mark here of the opening quarter, and the Lakers leading 14-6.
And what Thompson does defensively, does a good job, and he can rebound for this club. They're a much better team right now.
Johnson with a steal, kept it inbounds beautifully, hit Hornacek on the break.
That's the type of game they have to have. The half-court sets of the Lakers have been flawless. They're intricate, they execute beautifully. You've got to create some things out over the top of the key. Little stagger.
Scott. Hornacek. Here's Chambers. The Suns battle back. Close to within 4. They were down 11. Worthy. Rebound, Lakers underneath. Blocked by West. Coming back is Worthy. Another rejection underneath. And Chambers with the ball.
Mark West impressive defensively. There's the trap on Kevin Johnson. They got the illegal D with the help of Cotton Fitzsimmons.
So down by 11 in the early moments minutes of this opening quarter. Kevin Johnson and the Suns come back, and they've closed to within 4.
Pressure in the basketball. Again, the open floor, the good passing. They fill the lane. Much tougher club to defend against when they run.
Brent Musburger of CBS a happy 50th birthday.
6:14 to go.
I've heard of people booed on their honeymoon, but you're booed for your birthday here.
I can't understand why they'd want to celebrate one's 50th birthday. Look at this. My favorite, the gorilla.
Jerry Colangelo goes to every expense.
Thank you very much. Thank you, gorilla. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. This is about the age where you'd like to stop forgetting those annual celebrations.
Now you know how Kareem feels. A much different team, as noted, with the running game, but the Lakers right now haven't been able to get Magic on the box, Brent. Hornacek has been banging him out a little. They're having a good defensive cushion so that Worthy couldn't make the pass to Magic. It's a little change by Cotton Fitzsimmons.
We get word that Simpson wins the Bell South Atlanta Classic on the first hole of sudden death. He parred. Quay was unable to match him, and so Simpson captures the championship.
This Laker team, and watching them work out, they just have a nice feel for one another, great respect for their natural leaders, the captain, and of course Magic Johnson. And I was talking to David Rivers, who played at Notre Dame, and talking about his high school team. And Kareem came over for a drink and said, didn't they win the national championship this year? Intimating without you. So they take care of one another.
Joanne Mora, Colby Coliseum Switchboard. Joanne Mora, Colby Coliseum Switchboard Suite.
Chambers on a running left-handed shot, and the Suns close to within 2.
Everybody stayed at home on the pick and roll.
Scott has led the way, misfired that time. Corbin rebounding. Here's Hornacek. Chambers 3. That would have given Phoenix the lead. Not free. They'll be tied.
Great pressure on the basketball. Really a pleasant young man to speak to, very confident. Going to be a terrific player in the NBA. He already is. Kevin Johnson.
Quickly overcoming that 11-point deficit. Rattled out. And the Suns playing with a lot of confidence right now. The lead for Phoenix, their first of the afternoon.
It doesn't enable the Lakers to set up their defense. That's the key to running for the Suns.
Timeout called by Pat Riley, as the Suns have responded with a 16-3 run here, Bill.
Well, they didn't pressure the ball as well on Friday night. They enabled passes and penetration. Here, Kevin Johnson, who told us that he really doesn't think about his speed. He reacts instinctively, and those numbers telling you why he won the most improved. He said maybe next year he'll think about it like Larry Bird does, planning ahead.
And the Lakers have hit only 1 of their last 10 shots from the field against this Sun defense. Sellout crowd here at Veterans Coliseum.
Well, whenever the Lakers needed a basket on Friday, they screened for Worthy. They ran the play 10 times. Here's a sideline out of bounds. Great rotation by Corbin.
And from the corner, the shot, but the foul is called. And now some words being exchanged momentarily between Evans and Riley. That's the first foul on Corbin and the first team foul on Phoenix. Already 4 had been called on the Lakers. Therefore, the conversation on the far side.
Pat handled your question on whether a loss would help their program pretty well, evasively.
Yes. Said, though, it's never good to build upon a loss. What a job he's done taking over this team in 1981, and Pat Riley has taken the Lakers to the finals in 6 of his 7 years as head coach. Let's go right now quickly to James Brown, who's with us. James.
All right, Brent. Listening to what Cotton Fitzsimmons told his troops before the game, Brent, he said their challenge was not to lose in their home court. They haven't lost 4 games all season long, and he told the guys they can do it. Right now, they're responding to the challenge.
And it's Magic who responded on this trip, James, bringing it back down 3-on-2. Worthy
from Magic Johnson.
Great advantage at 6'9". Get the hands up, slap the basketball away. Just has that feel in the open floor. Mismatch now.
Thompson crawling all over on his set.
Great job by Magic in the post on West. Caused the turnover.
Scott and the Lakers jump back to a 3-point lead. That's 13 points for Byron Scott here in the opening period. Woolridge and Cooper will soon check in for the Lakers.
Here's the double up.
Corbin's the open man, and he misfired.
That's the one they got to make, Brent. They've been missing it.
Great pass. Worthy for the deuce, and the assist, Magic Johnson.
He comes up with the pass that's necessary.
Hornacek. And it's going over to the Lakers on the foul underneath against West, his first. Woolridge, number 0, Michael Cooper.
I know Orlando Woolridge would be offended if he heard this, but he was into the game as a defensive player. All his career known for the offensive end.
Dan Marley, member of the United States Olympic team, checking in for the Phoenix Suns. Lakers lead it by 5, 21-16. 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Contact on the pass into Worthy.
Trying to chuck. They want to get James Worthy away from that box area. You mentioned Marley. He plays Magic as well as he can be played. Doesn't mean you're going to stop him, but his size matches up pretty good.
Cooper's 3. He was perfect the other night in 4 threes, and now he fires his first one in.
Now, Cotton Fitzsimmons said, anytime Magic puts the ball down, I want you to double up from the point. Magic read it, dumped it back, and of course, Cooper responded.
Lakers led it by 11, and he fell behind. Now they're back up by 8. Marley inside. He'll step to the line. Great power move on the inside by Marley.
He sort of epitomizes the spirit of this team. Very aggressive in nature, take it to the goal strong.
Time remaining in the first period with a timeout, and we'll be right back to Phoenix. We've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the opening period. The Lakers lead the Suns 24-18. Lakers lead in the series 3 games to none. Marley completes a 3-point play off the bench. For the Lakers so far, Scott has led the way with 13 points. Magic Johnson has not taken a shot. Thompson on a putback missing. Cooper with a hand on it, and Thompson's got it, and he gets it to Cooper. Wanted Woolridge cutting in. Goes over to Phoenix.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
A little isolation there as Woolridge gets caught with the hands.
His first personal. Chambers will go to the line with 1 plus penalty.
The Magic is all business. Pat Riley mentioned a play the other night where there was a little opening and Kevin Johnson recovered, and Magic in the last period saw it, didn't throw it, waited a few seconds, and then banged it to Michael Thompson right on the money. Of course, he got fouled and made them.
That's how the streaks have gone. Magic yanking down that rebound. Inside of 2 minutes here in the opening period. Lakers are up by 4. Magic now backing in and to the hook shot.
Now, he was out early to practice that. Marley banged him out a little bit. That's where they'll pick and roll, or Magic will wave him off as he did there. Again, the interior defense, a lot of big guys. Judgment questionable. Of course, Cotton upset. Kevin Johnson got it in a little bit too deep. Good response by the Lakers interior defense.
Lob on the inside, and Michael Thompson.
Great execution, the pick, and then the man picking, stepping back. Great look by Magic.
7 assists for Johnson here in the opening quarter.
There's the double up now.
Eddie Johnson bouncing over to Marley. They send it inside to Armin Gilliam. And Gilliam played well in game 3 against the Lakers, and he starts off here with a turnaround for the field goal that pulls the Suns to within 6.
This is the end he's got to work on. His rebounding and defense are a problem for Cotton. Offense is no problem.
Well, it's the end of the first period. Why not? 3-point shot by Magic. That's his specialty.
Well, I don't think I'd leave home on Magic. Stay out there and pressure. Don't go looking to double up. Now, Cooper does a great job denying the ball to Kevin Johnson. Now they're switching the exchanges.
Foul call on the assault that time.
The Prime Minister, Michael Thompson,
In the penalty,
from the Bahamas.
returning.
Scott replaces
That's what he'd like to be someday when he returns home.
Worthy. The Lakers lineup.
Worthy will sit. Thompson was going over for a few words with Riley.
On the line to shoot 2.
Great contributor to this team. Michael Thompson, that ability to offensive rebound, run the floor. Terrific picker. Riley mentioned you just don't teach that. He sets his screens beautifully.
Let's check in with James Brown. James?
All right, Brent, one of the complaints that Cotton Fitzsimmons had yesterday was that the Lakers are indeed playing a true zone defense. To counter that, he's trying to set his offensive set, overloading one side of the floor to exploit the fact and make it clear that the Lakers are in the zone. Let's see if it works. Let's go back to Brent.
31-24, so Cotton wanted to put that thought in the officials' minds. I'm sure they read it in the newspapers today.
All over the country. Good reaction.
Woolridge. Gilliam pulls it away. Final shot time, opening period in Phoenix. Eddie Johnson drew the foul, so he'll come up to the free throw line as the final seconds tick away here in the opening quarter.
Brent, he's such a good shooter. You have to penetrate to loosen it up. They know he's looking for the jump shot on his curls. He's got to punish the Lakers with the bounce. Who would you play on this one? With 1 second to go.
I'd send 3 guys for Magic.
Pass normally will go to half court on this kind of a situation. Catch and deliver.
Deep to Woolridge. The end of the opening period with the Lakers leading it 31-26. And the Lakers were perfect from three-point land in that opening period. They were 4 of 4.
CBS Sports coverage of the NBA's Western Conference Final is sponsored by Minute Maid Orange Soft Drink, the orange of the NBA. Nike, who reminds you to just do it. And by Jeep and Eagle, official vehicles of the NBA.
The first legend of the Phoenix Suns, surely you remember the great Connie Hockett.
Clark, of course, he played in Atlanta as well for Cotton Fitzsimmons. And late in his career, when he couldn't jump as well, he said, Cotton, after missing a dunk, they've got to raise the floor or lower the basket because the Hawk can't soar no more.
James, what do you got?
All right, Brent, staying in sync with his pregame chat, Pat Riley is telling his team that true champions seize opportunities. And the opportunity today is to slam the door on the Phoenix Suns. We'll see if it happens. Brent?
Right now, they lead it by 5, 31-26. Woolridge putting away the rebound.
Great job by Cooper. They screened down to free Eddie Johnson, and he got through the screen. Great effort.
Lakers open the period with Cooper, Magic, Thompson, Woolridge, score it and put him on the line.
Number 41.
Execution.
Mark West.
Michael Thompson, the screen. Woolridge, the cut, and then the step back into the lane. Michael Thompson, this is what Riley was talking. See a little bump, freeze Woolridge, and then he steps because his man looked to help out and delivers the deuce with a chance for 3. Talk about little things.
Suns now come back. Hornacek, Marley, West, Gilliam, and Eddie Johnson.
Everybody staying at home on this set by the Lakers. Straight up man.
Knocked away by Johnson. Marley short. Johnson rebounds off to Cooper. Scott's on the left. Cooper will go to the middle. And here's Byron.
Transition. The long rebound. The turnover. Lakers punish you for it.
Scott off big here in game 4. 15 points already. Lakers are up by 10. Away from the ball. Offensive foul called against the Suns. It goes over to the Lakers.
They talk about spreading the floor. The long jumper, great defense by Magic. The kick out practically before he hits the floor. They get as wide as they possibly can to create the proper spacing. The finish by Byron Scott. Pretty Laker run.
Hornacek with 1 personal. The only Sun player with 2 is West for the Lakers. Abdul-Jabbar picked up 2, and Michael Thompson playing with 2. Kareem to the left hand. Woolridge powers it in, but it's not going to count.
The St. Orlando grabbed the rim. He got up there pretty good. I thought he got some help, but again, the Lakers like to establish Kareem once he gets back in the game. Oh, I see what he did. Pretty nifty. In the schoolyard, you get away with that one. Nobody would detect it.
The camera caught him with his left hand.
That was a
Back
pretty
of the
good.
glass.
That was a pretty good and aggressive player. I don't think he would have been able to do that.
Gilliam. He was under intense pressure that time, and he'll come back open this time. Misfiring. Kareem off of the rebound, and a foul called against Phoenix.
That intense defense was Orlando Woolridge. Again, the end of the game that he thought about the least, but playing with the Lakers, he knows he's got to contribute on that end.
West will sit down with 3 as Chambers checks back in.
The back screen is their favorite little play.
Boy, these guys look good, don't they?
Oh, they are really excellent.
Not this trip, as the ball goes out of bounds and over to the Suns. Every time they get that fast break going, they fill the lane so beautifully. The right man's got the ball in the middle. Riley's team playing like the champions they are, and we'll be right back. The Lakers in control of this series. In the West, they lead at 3 victories to none, and in the East, the surprising Chicago Bulls with a 2-1 lead over Detroit. This was the sequence that won it for Chicago yesterday. Lambeer a little bit late coming out to set the pick, got a knee into Michael Jordan. Foul was called with 9 seconds to go, and the Bulls setting it up from out of bounds, got it into the hands of you-know-who. And on the double team, Rodman and Thomas collide. Michael goes up off the glass for the win. And tomorrow, we will bring you the bouncing ball of Game 4 from the Chicago Stadium at 3 Eastern time tomorrow.
Tex Winter, the assistant coach, is scouting for Doug Collins and the Bulls. He was just saying Cartwright's playing well. Paxson gave him a good lift, but Michael Jordan just raising his level of play, if it's possible.
You know, the big argument around the league is who is the most valuable player. Magic Johnson won the award, one of the closest since '81 when Julius Erving beat Larry Bird. You can vote as a fan, you really can. If you think it's Michael Jordan, go buy Coca-Cola. He endorses it. If you think it's Magic, go drink Pepsi. He's going to be the new spokesman after they got rid of Madonna. Here comes Johnson on the drive, and Kareem underneath. And foul is called. That is number 3 on the captain.
Well, they'd like to keep Kevin Johnson away from the middle. That time able to read and use that crossover.
Get a pair, relax. I take 4.
Kevin played at UCal and Berkeley for Lou Campanella, and I said, did you learn your speed from Lou, who was not known for his fleet manner? He's really taken this town over, hasn't he?
Sure has. There's no question about the young legs of Phoenix and their spirit and enthusiasm. They've been ahead in each of the first 3 games of the fourth quarter. The question about this team is, do they know how to close yet and come away with a win? No one closes any better than the Los Angeles Lakers. And Woolridge closed at that end, didn't it?
Well, you can switch that, play it straight up. That time they didn't switch. Phoenix not reading it well at all. There's the trap. They haven't been flashing in the post, and that's what's open.
Blocked, but foul. Called against Scott.
Eddie Johnson's got a pump fake, put it down once and shoot it. Leave it to him out of bounds. Wipe off the foul.
Kevin Johnson, the left-hand drive wouldn't go down until Eddie puts it back.
It's interesting to know that Pat Riley doesn't mind Johnson getting in the middle there. He said, how many can he convert? Some nights, quite a few.
It's that jump shot where he can tear you up. He gets into his rhythm. Eddie Johnson's 1 of 3. And Kevin Johnson right now is 2 of 4. And Worthy with 6 points for the game. That's his first from the outside.
They try and keep him up, but he cuts so well. They were dead that time, the Lakers. Great read by James Worthy.
Bumped by Woolridge on the shot.
Fouls on 0. Orlando Woolridge, his second personal, second team foul. Number 24, Tom
Chambers
will go to the line.
shooting well against Riley here in the early minutes of this game. He is 3 of 5, and he has missed 1 of his first 2 free throws. He is one of the mainstays of the Suns, signing as a free agent when he left Seattle. And they need his production this afternoon.
Was the executive of the year, Jerry Colangelo. Put a group together to buy the franchise and sort of cleaned house here. Great start with Tom Chambers, and then, as you mentioned, the Cleveland trade. Whole new atmosphere in Phoenix. New building going up soon.
Lakers lead it by 8. Time remaining in the first half.
Lakers ball.
This Michael Cooper taking over the point guard duties with Magic resting. Got to really protect the ball. Kevin Johnson quick.
Jump up!
Worthy short on that one. Chambers. Johnson has it knocked away by the Lakers, and Woolridge is open.
Orlando Woolridge.
Well, that would have been good in the slam dunk competition at the All-Star game.
Would have made some money on that one. Of course, Jerry West bringing Michael Thompson in, and Woolridge knowing that he would straighten himself out with this great group, the mental strength of the Lakers, able to handle adversity. And Orlando Woolridge said he's relaxed. He just has to do what Pat Riley asks him. And he's been a great contributor for them, particularly the last couple of weeks.
You saw the MVP check back in, as Cooper said. Johnson. Left hand won't stay down. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Lakers ball.
Cotton upset. The converging defense extraordinary by the Lakers. Good move by Eddie Johnson, negated by attention paid down low.
Beautiful pass underneath. Couldn't get it to fall, and the Suns coming out have turned it over.
They passed to himself. Good reaction by the Suns to that set. Little alley-oop pass, they got back. Chambers anticipating a kick out, got caught.
An important 7-minute period here for the Suns. They're down by 10 in the first half. There he is with that great speed.
The angle of that pass by Woolridge and the length, inappropriate. And of course the step in by Johnson.
Magic bumping the shorter defender into the attack area. The illegal defense is called against Phoenix.
Devin Johnson got caught, no man.
And at the 6:56 mark, we've got a timeout. We'll be right back. With Bill Raftery and James Brown from the Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Phoenix, Arizona, I'm Brent Musburger. The Los Angeles Lakers jumped ahead early in this game, stretched it to 11. Suns dug in. They came back, went up by 2, and the Lakers regained the lead, and now it is 42-34, Bill, inside of 7 minutes.
Of course, Kevin Johnson, the catalyst, has to penetrate, but I'm wondering if he has to get in that deep to make his kick. That's something he'll learn to adjust to. The big people inside have taken away some of his passing lanes.
Eddie Johnson still struggling. He's 1 of 4, came in shooting less than 30%. He's one of their mainstays.
Again, the screener gets free. Pretty play.
On the pass into Woolridge, the foul is called in the paint.
Number 24, Tom Chambers.
Two on Chambers.
Brent, they've executed beautifully. The games I've watched. Woolridge is the screener across for Worthy. Now he back screens on AC Green and steps into the lane against the poor interior defense of the Suns. Now they're a good spurt team. They don't roll over. They keep coming. Down by 10 late the other night. Came right back at the Lakers.
Woolridge very active in this game. And from the perimeter, Worthy.
Again, the spacing. Keeping wide. Keep your man away. If he goes to help, he can make that easy pass as Woolridge did.
On the right side.
Chambers doubled. In low now. And for Johnson, he has scored 6.
Got a cut. Man gets trapped. Present a passing lane.
So many weapons for the Lakers. You shut one thing down and they'll pop up with something else. This time it's Worthy in low. Sending it back out. Quick rotation to Scott. And the shot clock expires. That time the Suns with some excellent defense.
Good reaction to the set. They know what's coming. It's how they handle it. That time you mentioned good quickness to the basketball. They got to get Eddie Johnson off, I think. Run some curls for him.
46-38. Lakers over the Suns.
They need a basket. They like that pick and roll. Chambers and Johnson.
Chambers keeps it. Woolridge blocks it. Green is off. Scott's on the right. On the left, it's Green. And foul against Phoenix.
Foul by number 14, Jeff Hornacek.
The Gorilla can't referee. You saw him in the picture. Chambers upset on this drive. It was all ball up high. Down low, the bodies bang, but that's play on in the NBA. Once again, Magic saw the man ahead. He knew it would be intercepted, made the pass that led to the pass that finishes the play. Extraordinary vision.
2 fouls on Hornacek. Magic doing a fabulous job of leading this team again here this afternoon, as he has ever since he came out of Michigan State and won that national championship. Great matchup against Larry Bird, Indiana State. AC Green played, of course, at Oregon State.
Another good pick by West End Company. When the Lakers have pressured, it's helped the Suns sort of open up their game. Lakers recover now.
There's his shot, and he's still missing it. And they gave him a lot of room that time. They're going to make him start to hit. And they make the Suns pay the price at the other end. Green slamming home the layup. It's 50-38 Lakers. Timeout is called by Cotton Fitzsimmons. Paul Westphal there, who handed over the clipboard. Someday will succeed Cotton Fitzsimmons, but that's still a couple years down the road.
To the game, let me remind you that coming up on the Prudential at the half, we'll check in for a report from Pat O'Brien on the Eastern Conference playoffs and those surprising Chicago Bulls. We'll also talk live with Isaiah Thomas of the Detroit Pistons, find out what they're planning to try to even that series up with Chicago. We'll have that and more, plus some breaking sports stories coming your way on the Prudential at the half. Now let's go back over to Brent.
Thank you, James. Bill Eddie Johnson continuing to struggle. Has hit only 2 of 6 here in the first half. 4:40 to go. 50-38. Lakers ahead of Johnson and the Suns.
And a well-designed play for Eddie Johnson. He's just not banging that open jump shot. Illinois Eddie's got to catch on fire.
Kevin Johnson. He has 10 in the first half, and he keeps the Suns within 10.
Total isolation now.
Whipped it inside, ball knocked out of bounds off Scott. It'll go over to the Suns on the 7th turnover by the Lakers here in the first half.
Magic with a gamble pass. Good look as Scott set his man up beautifully for the cut.
Misses. Woolridge rebounding, and here's Magic. Hornacek trying to draw the foul. And the 22nd timeout because of the injury to Byron Scott.
Timeout, Lakers.
Great head and shoulder moves by Kevin Johnson, and that ability to get by people. Looks like he just stubbed his toe or banged him in the knee area.
He had a problem with a toenail early in this series and against Seattle. We'll check it and be right back. We can take a look at this and watch Scott's left knee as Kevin Johnson moves into him. They're going to bump knees, which can be extremely painful. There it is right there, the impact. Kevin accidentally moving into him. And that hurts for a time. Scott will sit over there on the bench, apply a little ice to it. As the Lakers within 1 victory of going back, and they have won 12 straight playoff victories. That goes back to last summer's championship final against the Detroit Pistons, when the Pistons beat them in Game 5, and then the Lakers responded, winning 6 and 7 in the Forum. And how about what Michael Jordan has accomplished so far with the Chicago Bulls? Just a remarkable playoff run.
Of course, you can't keep the ball out of his hands. He cuts so well at the end of games. Jordan, sensational.
Shot clock running down. Short that time. Lead to Hornacek. Cooper with a rejection, and Magic runs it down.
Great play.
Worthy.
Well, he was on the all-time playoff list for points. He's past Heinsohn, Kuzi, and Mike, and now he's past Bob Pettit, James Worthy.
Bob Pettit, the great forward with the old Hawks. Kevin couldn't wrap it around in time. Green off. Look at the 5 Lakers come back down.
Now, Magic's mad at himself, Brent, because he led AC Green into the charge, but it was a great look. Very creative. He thinks ahead.
His second personal.
And Michael Cooper didn't make the all-defensive team. He's certainly proven he doesn't belong for the playoffs. Great recovery.
Knocks one away again, but Corbin able to clean it up. Lakers maintaining that 10-point advantage.
Hit and screen away. Nice.
Ulrich. But Green is there at the offensive end, and a foul against the Suns. That's number 2 on Corbin.
Old-fashioned basketball. Hit and screen away. Red Sarachek taught a lot of people in the New York area. He was a coach at Yeshiva. Louis Konoseka, one of his pupils. That's for Woolridge. The little alley-oop coming up as though he's getting the pass. Well-designed, old-time basketball.
AC Green at the line to shoot 2.
Now, Riley winning so much, Brent, people forget the job that he does. I'm very impressed with their half-court stuff when they're forced to run it. Their ability to create things for one another, cross-courting the basketball and spacing properly.
Chambers. 11 points in the first half, and it stays at 10. Now the Suns can cut it to 8. Bad outlet pass. Green there, and great block by Johnson. Chambers coming through, and it's an 8-point lead. Kevin Johnson did it with that block at the defensive end for the Suns. Inside of 2.
That's the end they have to do it right here on the defense. Need a few stops if they're going to get back in it.
Magic spins to the other side. Yanked out by Corbin. Wanted Johnson, and Woolridge did it. Back to Woolridge from Magic.
That was beautiful. Step in on the outlet, pressure in the backcourt, snuffing the fast break deep.
Chambers wheels. Missed the double team. Lakers trying to come out. Chambers battling for it. Cooper picks it up on the move. Finally a whistle. But he was out of bounds. I thought he was pushed.
So did Pat Riley. And he gets a tee for it.
I'd like to take a look at that. I didn't think there was any question that somebody got in behind him and pushed him.
Lakers head coach Pat Riley.
Michael Cooper, terrific balance to get control. There was a shove from the rear, but you can see Joey Crawford really concentrating on the sideline. Again, the ability to regain your balance. The shove in the derriere got Pat a little bit upset. Another wrinkle in that beautiful suit that adorns his body.
Left-handed layup for Chambers. 15 now, and it is down to 7. So the technical and the layup by Chambers. Magic trying to come around Hornacek. Magic went down hard, and now some pushing breaks out as a result.
Well, you got to protect your leader. You got to protect your teammate. This a little physical. Hornacek beating on the bounce outside.
Chambers is furious.
I believe they gave it. Some fans threw some water on the floor as well. Not necessary.
Onto the Coliseum court.
Hornacek, who was trailing him right here, hooked his arm as Magic was coming around.
I think Corbin came over to help.
See, his arm is still hooked around him with his right arm as he comes, and then he bangs in underneath and goes down hard on the small of his back.
Brent, it looked like Corbin pushed Michael Cooper at the end of this play.
Cooper is falling backwards. Was it Corbin or Chambers?
It may have been Chambers. Corbin came into the picture late.
A couple of technicals are going to be called here. One on Cooper and one on Chambers, so it must have been Chambers out there. We'll take a look at it.
I believe Magic will have to shoot the free throws. It was Chambers. Here's the shove by Chambers as Magic gets hooked, as you noted, and then gets turned. And really, if you don't fall normally, bad things happen. If nobody touched him, he would have gotten his balance without any problem.
But by pushing Cooper from the other direction, there was an impact. It sent Magic down hard. I don't think Chambers was maliciously trying to push one player. I think he was really trying to clear out for the rebound.
Exactly. Create some space for himself. What they'll do here, they call the technicals. Magic will shoot, and they'll play on from that, from his free throws.
Hornacek has 3 fouls here in the first half. Marley in for Phoenix.
Cotton's got the lineup he wants in there. He's got Kareem out, Michael Thompson out. Pat Riley able to play with the small lineup, the 6'9"-ish version. Let's see if Cotton can get it going a little bit.
9-point Los Angeles edge. Final minute here in the opening half.
Kevin Johnson likes to beat his man in the middle here, and has picked up.
Chambers. Woolridge got a hand on it. Lost out of bounds, and it'll be the Lakers ball. It was hit by Phoenix.
Lakers force you to do many things. They took away the ability to penetrate. Of course, then Chambers unable to do it on his own.
Chambers 6 of 10 here in the first half.
Chambers not helping at all.
Driving left-handed shot. AC Green keeping it in play at the offensive end. The Lakers ball, and Woolridge puts it in. 10 points in the first half for Orlando Woolridge.
Same set.
Marley. And time will run out on the first half of game 4. The Lakers lead it by 11, 60-49, and James Brown will be back with the Prudential at the half after this message.
CBS Sports coverage of the NBA's Western Conference Final is sponsored by the Heartbeat of America, today's Chevrolet, AT&T, the right choice, and by Cherry 7-Up. Isn't it cool and pink?
The only thing hotter than the desert, the Los Angeles Lakers, with an 11-point lead. And Bill Raftery checked in with Cotton Fitzsimmons just moments ago.
Cotton, their half-court execution has been terrific. It hasn't enabled you to run the fast break. I'm sure you'd like to do that.
Well, we're going to try to pick them up all over in the second half, make some things happen, take a few chances. Once they got that 11-point lead, that's what we tried to do to get back, which we did. Then their half-court went back to work on us.
Thanks a million, Cotton.
Thank you, Bill.
Second half for the Suns.
So the Lakers just 1 half away from sweeping their way into the championship.
You've alluded to the inability of Eddie Johnson to shoot the ball. The Lakers try and freeze the dribble here with a trap. Here is Eddie. They're going to run a down screen, a little innovation against the trap. And unfortunately for Cotton Fitzsimmons, well diagrammed, rehearsed yesterday. It doesn't look so pretty unless you ring the bell. And that's been their problem.
Eddie Johnson, 2 of 6 in the first half. Chambers was 6 of 11. Hornacek 2 of 6. Kevin Johnson 4-8. For the Lakers, Green 2 of 4. Worthy 5 of 11. Abdul-Jabbar 1 of 3. Johnson 2 of 5. Scott 6 of 9. And Woolridge 4 of 7. Woolridge was sensational off the Lakers bench. Abdul-Jabbar starts the second half. The running left-hander not there. Wound up in Green's hands. And here comes the Lakers' first set.
They trapped the dribbler Kevin Johnson and forced him into a tough shot.
Scott off the fake. Green with offensive rebound.
AC Green.
That all started with a mismatch. Hornacek playing AC Green. They didn't give it to him on the post, but he got inside offensive rebounding position.
The Suns are going to need a little confidence builder here. Even their fans are growing quiet. Hornacek underneath. Basket couldn't be made by Marley. And just like that, Worthy has it knocked away. Coming in for the layup. Beautiful hustle by Marley, and here's Chambers. Chambers will step up on Kareem and draw the 4th foul on Abdul-Jabbar.
Foul on number 33. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Not really a big factor in this series.
Suns a small team, though. It's not the kind of game they have to go to him for that sky hook. But that loose ball sequence is more of the Suns kind of game, that frenetic pace, digging and scratching, if they're going to get back in this.
Cotton said they're going to pick him up, and one way to do it is off successful free throws.
Here's the pressure he mentioned. A lot of scouting reports say tear Magic out, play him all over the floor. I haven't seen him tired.
They've been trying to tire him out since 1980.
He wasn't tired in Utah, right, when he won it. NCAA championship.
Not a bit. You know it's coming, but can you stop it? That time he kind of like a golfer sort of hooked it at the end. Great pass, moved it too far in front of Corbin.
Michael Thompson replaces.
A little bit of a gamble when you need a basket.
So Thompson comes back in, and Kareem sits down with 4 personals. Off the penetration and the bump by Magic. He does that as well as anybody in the NBA. Get into the paint area and draw the foul.
He knows how to draw the attention of the officials as well. A big part of the game. Get that angle, you hear the whistle, let it fly. And Marley, a little bit bigger than Hornacek, plays him just a little bit better.
Ten assists, 8 points. Great command of the floor. When he checked in, he had intelligence to run an NBA team. And there's a big difference with running the floor for a college team and when you step into the NBA. Magic Johnson just had that intellect and that feel. You mentioned to me great vision. I think all great athletes have that. As Kevin Johnson goes down and he's immediately tied up.
And that's an area, Brent, that they worked on with towels earlier because of that drink that was thrown out on the floor. But I think Magic is going to be a heck of a coach. He's doing it now. And Pat said, yeah, he'll make some calls on his own out there. He just knows where the ball should go. Great command.
He's got a few years left, too. You know, he doesn't play off the floor a lot. When you think about Magic Johnson, he doesn't go skying and throwing his body around, although he's certainly capable of doing that. He plays with both feet on the floor.
The skip pass, they didn't go to Chambers, they went right to the corner. They've got to mix up the offense versus the trap. I haven't seen them use the post yet, the foul line area.
There was an example of a coach on the floor barking out the command. Scott steps out. They go into AC play and the foul called by Crawford.
Foul on number 14, Jeff Hornacek.
Now that's 4 on Hornacek.
Great team spot situations where you can take advantage of size and ability. AC Green went right to the 3-second area and pinned Hornacek.
There's Cotton over there helping out a little bit.
Here they go again.
And AC is hooked. Corbin.
Foul has been called on number 23, Ty Corbin.
His third.
His third team foul. EJ will go into the Suns lineup.
Well, here's the big fella as far as the Suns are concerned. If that man right there can step up, he might be able to climb back in this. It's Eddie Johnson, and so far he just has struggled. 2 of 6 here today. Magic taps it, regains control. Marley defending him. Chambers dropping off into that paint area. They keep Magic out that time. And Johnson will bring it down on the attack. Chambers has it knocked away by Worthy. Corbin. Contact underneath.
Playoff time. Count the bodies on the deck. Oh. Corbin in the middle of most of the action.
Foul to number 43, Michael Thompson. His
Thompson's third.
Second team foul.
Right here, Chambers with the ability of a little guy to get in the thick, a good strip from the rear. But again, the gritty type of basketball so necessary for the Suns to get back in it. Now, Tyrone Corbin went to DePaul, as you know. He went to A.C. Flora High School in South Carolina, Xavier McDaniel's school, played with him. But more importantly, he got up in the morning, Brent, and drove the bus to bring kids to school. After school, drove them home, came back and practiced. You think he's enjoying the NBA?
Bet. He doesn't have to drive the bus around here.
No, not at all. He may have us doing it. Again, the mismatch. Magic goes right to it.
He'll go put away by Thompson.
Pick and roll, set it up. Pause the switch. Thompson to the box.
Chambers.
Great use of the feet.
Three on the turnover. It's Marley. It's 3-on-1. A glimmer of hope to build on.
Well, Cotton's got them pressing that time, caused the deflection on Magic Johnson.
Worthy. Suns on a bit of a run. Away from Chambers on the penetration and out of bounds. And it's going to be the Suns' ball.
Right here, not a bad look, but you've got to read ahead as a point guard. All the traffic there, a gamble pass again by Kevin Johnson. Thought he should have kept his dribble alive.
Working on a 7-2 run.
Suns ball.
They quickly double up, don't they, Brent? And they don't give you a chance to run the play that's called.
Shot clock inside of 10. Marley ejected by Green, and Magic on a bust-out 3-on-1 Lakers.
Michael Thompson helped by trying to fill the lane.
That knee injury, obviously not too serious.
This doesn't affect your jumping.
Basketball.com fouls on number 4, Byron Scott.
Scott's first personal foul of the game.
It's a non-shooting foul.
Showtime.
They were burying Showtime, saying slow time. Not so.
Johnson's got a little of his own.
He's the darling here. He wanted the foul, said he hasn't gotten enough of them. His ability to penetrate. Now, Pat Riley feels he'll only get a few of these with our size, and he's been right this afternoon. They're going to wipe out the goal, I believe.
Basket does count.
Oh, they do count it.
'68, '61 Lakers. '68, '62.
Marley trying to keep the ball out of Magic's hands, forcing Scott to be the point man.
Magic was backing in on Marley, and the foul is called. We've got a timeout. 6:56 to go in the third. 68-62. Lakers leading. Yeah, that's the Joker, all right, folks. The joke's on me. That's the Gorilla was doing his best Jack Nicholson imitation, and he got slam dunked here in Phoenix.
Terms of encroachment with that outfit.
I'll tell you one thing about him, though. When you go into the floor now, I don't know a lot of those folks are listening right now, and it's star time, and they've caught on with winning, and it's the place to be. I can remember Jack Nicholson hanging around the NBA when the Lakers weren't all that good. Crowd trying to fire the Suns up here. They're down 68-62. Just inside of 7 minutes in period number 3. With James Brown, Bill Raftery, I'm Brent Musburger. Nice to have you with us this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying the Memorial Day weekend. You've got nice weather wherever you are. Red hot down here in the desert, up around 100 degrees. Nice and cool inside the Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Lakers have looked awfully tough, but the Suns don't quit.
There's no quit in them. They're gambling on that screen across for Worthy, and they're fortunate. This is the second time that he hasn't gathered it and jammed it. They're gambling. I think they've got to stay at home and bump him out of that box area.
Suns ball.
Well, they sort of reflect Cotton, fiery, very positive.
But they're taller. There's changes. Rejected. Picked up by Marley. Johnson short. Magic Johnson has it. Outlet to Scott. He's got a man on the left. He'll take it for the layup. He's had a sensational shooting day. That's 19, only 4 here in the second half. He exploded for 30 back in the forum against the Suns. If this series got underway with 2 Laker wins back there.
Good bounce back game by him. Didn't play that well on Friday. He can really get down the floor. That time got caught reaching, and Kevin Johnson does that to a lot of defenders.
On shooting.
There's the curl for Johnson. Just can't seem to shake him. Eddie, that is.
Lakers with a rebound. Woolridge. Johnson's bounce pass.
And you remember what Pat Riley said? He'll make that pass early in the game. In the last couple of minutes, he will not gamble with that kind of pass.
You get the roll. Worthy. Out to Johnson.
Lakers take away the first option by the Suns. They have nothing to counter with. Get very individualistic. Better job.
Chambers taking Worthy. Stepped inside and got the roll.
James Worthy.
A dozen for Worthy.
He's too good. Great night on Friday.
This whole team may be too good.
Have stepped it up.
Battle for a rebound that time. Good work by Corbin. Eddie Johnson still cannot get it to fall. Scott can.
You've got to match baskets, or when you get the open ones, make them. And Eddie has been on E. Their go-to guy.
Only the third on Scott.
Fouls on number 4.
They'll try Gilliam.
Myron Scott, his third. 15
Scott did his job that time, Brent. They want to force Kevin Johnson baseline, give him the pass along the baseline to the far corner. They don't like him in the middle of the floor where he can kick it out for the 3.
If you look ahead to the championship series for Riley, and you were to ask him who would you like to play, coach will always tell you it doesn't matter. One of the things that would be a bit of an advantage for the Lakers perhaps is that if Chicago beats Detroit, the Lakers would wind up with the home court advantage, and in the 2-3-2 the last two would be in the form, and there are many observers who feel that was the difference last year as the Lakers were able to come home and close out in 6 and 7. But if the Pistons come back against Chicago, then they would open up there and they would host the last two in the championship series. Woolridge played well here this afternoon, but that is his first field goal in the second half.
ISO, bench call, Magic got it to him. You want him to beat you with the jump shot, though.
Phoenix had that run going, then they went ice cold, and now Eddie Johnson, and that'll bring this crowd alive. They hope that he can catch fire here down the stretch. 3 of 8 for the afternoon is all. Magic's 3. Phoenix ball. Cooper checks in. Scott the 6.
First, their three-point shooting, I think, has improved. Magic, Michael Cooper, and Byron Scott, so they can play that inside-out game. And they claim they started a game of force to work on their three-point shooting. That really spreads that floor for the defense.
Battles back. Good hustle by Tom Chambers that time. That's 22 points for Chambers. He's 9 of 17 here this afternoon. Timeout is being called by Riley. You know, just when you get ready to count to 10, the Suns show you a little life.
They'll quit in Cotton's charges.
76-68, Los Angeles. We'll be right back. James Brown, you've been quiet for a while. What do you got?
All right, Brent, one of the major changes that Orlando Woolridge had to make coming to the Lakers was as a big scorer and playing the role of getting rebounds and blocking shots. He's got 5 rebounds and 3 block shots, but he also whispered, Brent, hey, I can still score, and if I can get a slam dunk every now and then, I'll be happy. He's got 12 points today. Let's go back to Brent.
You're right. A couple of slam dunks. He's looked good.
I saw him in Jersey. He's a tremendous performer. I'm glad things are working out well for him, but James Brown was cut by this man in Atlanta. Dave Winfield was drafted 4th with James Brown, and Cotton got rid of Brown.
Woolridge has it knocked, but into the hands of A.C. Green. And that's a dozen for Green. Back to 10.
Little motion. Everybody's staying at home by the Lakers.
Marley on the penetration. Down to 8. 2:45, third period.
Oh.
So the old 3.
Just drives it in, doesn't it? Gilliam out there didn't know what to do on Cooper.
Cooper's hit 2 field goals today, both trays.
Had 4 for 4 the other night.
Short.
Lakers ball.
Chambers trying to save it, couldn't. Lakers ball. Los Angeles 5 of 7 from 3-point range, and Phoenix 0 for 3 here this afternoon.
Magic knew he had dragged Worthy's man. Responded, banged it back to him. Excellent read.
13-point lead. That ties the biggest of the afternoon for the Los Angeles Lakers, who close in on period number 4. Rejected. Cooper bust out. Suns are back defensively.
Orlando, excellent reaction that time. Woolridge spotting.
Lakers are on an 8 of 9 run right now from the field. They are blazing again. Knocked away that time by Marley, but Worthy there. Phoenix ball. Whistle sounded on the move. Third on Woolridge.
He's puzzled. The other end, did you notice the cuts by the forwards when the ball goes to the box? That's the reaction Pat Riley was looking for off the ball. He felt his team was standing still. A lot more action to the goal.
If this Western Conference ends today, and Detroit and Chicago get to Game 6, the Lakers would be off until a week from Tuesday. Now with a veteran team, obviously gives you an opportunity to rest and heal, but in most cases, it can throw you off your rhythm a little bit.
I can see a little Santa Barbara time. Pat Riley mentioned in his book they like to go up there as a retreat, work on some things. They'll put it to good use. He's a master at it.
He and Tom Landry share one thing in common. They both did and have done fabulous coaching jobs, and neither of them were ever voted Coach of the Year.
I knew it wasn't the hat you were talking about.
Byron Scott. When you make mediocrity respectable, you wind up as a Coach of the Year. And it goes without saying.
Too much individual play, Brent. The type of thing the Lakers tighten the new side. Back screen for Worthy. That's a triple stagger along the baseline. Sometimes you've got to switch it. Some people like to trail it all the way. Nobody came for the Suns. Nobody switched or trailed.
87-72. Last shot time in the third. And not looking good right now for the young Phoenix Suns.
Bleak. If they were 10 down at the 6:45 minute on Friday.
Eddie Johnson. This is the layup, but it was tapped back in by Chambers. That's 24 points for Tom Chambers.
How they did is they forced the Lakers to a lot of empty trips, got them right back in it. They're going to have to do that in the last quarter.
So the Lakers in quarter number 3 came out and blazed away at 71%. And we'll return after this message and a word from your local station. Well, Ralph, what do the Phoenix Suns have to do to pull this one out?
Well, with his enthusiasm, maybe get him the basketball. They really have a live building now. You see the score 87-74, and this is extraordinary. 8 feet, an Olympic standard feet.
Arvin Gilliam, EJ, and Tom Chambers.
Wow.
9.7.
I agree with you. Get him the ball a few more times here in the final period. 87-74. Let's see if the Suns can hustle their way back in, force that helter-skelter game that Ralph says they prefer. The Lakers look poised, look like a championship unit again. Woolridge is now awfully good off the bench. Foul called after Green had rebounded underneath.
You'd like to see better defense, Brent. That's the only way you get back in the game. That time they let Woolridge have the ball on the box. He didn't convert, but everybody steps into great offensive rebounding position. That's where it starts, the defensive end.
The captain, Abdul-Jabbar, starts the fourth quarter along with Woolridge, Green, Scott, and Cooper. For the Suns, it's Chambers and Gilliam, along with Marley, Eddie Johnson, and Hornacek.
Chambers and Eddie Johnson have to start lighting. There's the curl play. Terrible pass. Not a good one. They're forcing it. And Tom Chambers, good passer, didn't really let the curl take place. Fired it in the middle of the cut.
They swept Portland. They swept Seattle. Now they're doing the same to Phoenix. Marley weaving his way is fouled by Scott. Put it down and send him to the line. Tomorrow we have game 4. Detroit and Chicago from the stadium. It will be alive in the stadium.
It normally is. With that man Perking.
He is on some playoff run. And like we said before, I feel the rest of the team is underrated. Some nice players on that team.
Well, you wouldn't look good with Michael on the floor. You know, I mean, you'd pale in comparison, but he has elevated their play. You mentioned Cartwright performing beautifully.
I think Cartwright was a little tired after that Knicks series. He's regaining his wind about right now. Kareem and Johnson going with the ball, and it'll go over to Phoenix.
You can see Kareem's reaction's not the same on a rebound like that. Can still make that sky hook. They went to him as soon as he came on the floor.
Yeah, your reactions never are the same when you turn 50.
I got a long way to worry about that. As Kareem reaches over, speaking of older types for the NBA at any rate.
It is absolutely incredible what he has accomplished in terms of durability. There have been some injuries, but, you know, he was remarkably injury-free throughout his career.
Trying to run the curls. I saw him recruited in high school. Because I had dark hair in those days. Saw him at the Garden with his old coach, Jack Donahue.
He must have been something in high school.
Oh. And a little bit.
Look at him now.
He could handle a ball like he is now, though I'm sure Pat Riley doesn't want him to do that. Nobody came to help, though.
And Gilliam drops in his 8th point of the afternoon, and they're going to call a 20. And let's check in with James.
All right, Brent, any observant basketball fan will certainly be asking the question, why down by 14 a few seconds ago wouldn't Phoenix have Kevin Johnson in the game? Well, Cotton Fitzsimmons wants to allow his team to get a little closer. Kevin Johnson has had some fatigue problems. He's saving him for one last furious push. Let's go back to Brent and Billy.
All right, James. Right now they are within 10. And this could be one of the last times you see Kareem bring it up the floor for the Lakers.
Well, he did the right thing. Nobody came to help. He tried to get it over the timeline and get set up, but the pesky types around him. But Kevin Johnson claimed he was tired after game 1. James is right. They've got to rest him, save him for the last 8 minutes or so.
Scott.
Well, that's that triple stagger, and occasionally he won't go through. He pops to the corner. They weren't ready for it.
2 more shots like that, it won't matter what he checks in. James got it back to 2. 26 points for Chambers.
This is to the big guy. Well, he's pinned his man.
Lee shot.
That's why I like Pat Riley. I mean, he knows the big guy wasn't happy about his dribbling. He went right to him, trying to get him in the book.
Johnson. 9:18 to go. 91-82. Timeout has been called. The Lakers taking charge of this game 4 in the 3rd period. Woolridge off the Lakers bench has been a standout, and Chambers has certainly done his job for the Suns. But what do you do when the Suns threaten a little rally here in the final period? You ask for the MVP. 16 assists.
He missed the triple-double on Friday by 1 rebound. And he just performs at this time of year extraordinary feats.
Consistently great. To Scott. It's Woolridge off the bench.
You notice both Thompson and Woolridge, 2 good position offensive rebounders. The trap, Scott normally bangs that.
One year it was Bob McAdoo. To help down in the playoffs. This year it could be Orlando Woolridge. Michael Thompson has done his job. Chambers bangs in 2 more, leading the way with 28 points for the Suns here this afternoon.
I got to establish an inside game. They've been perimeter shooting. Chambers, a guy who's got great foot moves, a little bit like McHale.
Magic.
See him lead to the right on that drive just to make sure he got the contact to right himself and release.
Bill, you'll now select that Miller Lite Player of the Game afterwards, and Light will present a check in the amount of $1,000 in the player's name to the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Chambers certainly a candidate for the Phoenix Suns, as is Magic Johnson for the Los Angeles Lakers.
He'll call for the pick and roll, and Thompson sometimes slides it.
Turned the other way on him.
Pretty.
Burned him.
Oh, you anticipate him going right. Drop step to the baseline. Tough to stop, coach.
He's unbelievable. Even looks different without that beard that he wore for 10 years. Fourth foul on Woolridge.
He'll use this pick now. He knows he's got the baseline. He's setting his man up, calls for Thompson. He set up the big. Now, Marley anticipates over the top, the drop step, and the little turn to negate the effort by Eddie Johnson.
Marley didn't see that play from the Soviet Union.
No, not too often. Lionel Hollins over there diagramming it, saying, I'm glad it's you out there, Marley, instead of me.
30 points, along with 11 rebounds for Chambers. 7:39. You know, there are quite a few Laker fans in attendance here, and there are several brooms. Better that some of the Knick fans had showed up with brooms rather than players in that Philadelphia series, perhaps. I don't think you'll see the Lakers sweep their way off the floor.
No.
Go right to the locker.
Not with Magic out there. Called them together during practice the other day before they met the press. I'm guessing, I'm sure he said, hey, don't give them any food for thought. They being the Suns. ISO.
And the hook. Kevin Johnson back running the floor now. Time running out on Phoenix. They need this run desperately.
They've been successful down on the box with Chambers.
Got it back. Put it up a little bit softer touch, and 10 points for Gilliam.
They've got to make it a power game now. Gilliam and Chambers down there banging one another.
They're within 7. It's 97 to 90.
Almost, huh? Hornacek up on that baseline. Michael Thompson threw it right into his hands.
Stole it. Scott. Through the foul and score the field goal.
Well, the press can burn you as well. Ignite it, a Laker break. Of course, when you can shoot the jumper, the man's momentum comes out on you. Byron Scott with the kiss. Beautiful.
Great body control here, as he gets covered up on the inside, and that ability to hold up until he's going back down and then kiss it to the right. Well, it was Phoenix arising from the ashes this year in the NBA. An improvement of 27 victories over last season. One man who deserves an awful lot of credit for moving this club up is Jerry Colangelo.
Of course, Jerry, Executive of the Year. This is the 3rd time. Next to him, Dick Van Arsdale. Really has worked hard, and they've won a bunch of awards, Brent. Of course, Jerry led a group that bought this team.
May have saved the franchise. I know Columbus, Ohio was a city that was interested in the Suns. They're going to build a new arena down here. 99-90. Lakers lead the Suns right now by 9. Inside of 7 minutes. Byron Scott went to college down here.
First, the move is Woolridge taking a little blow. Great defense to bring Cotton back is a great move, too. Nice play.
Chambers and Scott are the high scorers. 34 for Chambers. James Brown, what's up?
All right, Brent, tactically, what Cotton Fitzsimmons is trying to accomplish on defense is to have Armin Gilliam clog the middle and not allow any Laker easy shots at the basket. He's also having the guys to get the ball to Eddie Johnson to get him out of that slump. They needed scoring now. Let's go back to Brent.
Gilliam came out too far that time, right after James explained that, and they were able to burn him. That's not where Cotton wanted him.
A nice play by Thompson, as they call that sliding, the pick and roll. You really don't make contact. Nobody's on you. Nice look by Magic again.
Here's Scott.
He may have gotten away with an extra one.
31 for Scott here today.
Unselfish play. Trademark of this franchise.
Now Gilliam plays it away. Wade hit that shot right there for the running Rebels all game long.
Magic with the mismatch, looking right at it. Bounces himself into position now. I think you got to run somebody at him.
Turned around.
Yep, easy.
Raced into the lab.
Stay on the beach.
And it's a 12. 106.94, 5:20. They're champions, and they look like it. Knocked away from Johnson out of bounds, with Marley checking back in. Well, again in the second half, the Lakers have shut down Kevin Johnson. All series long, they've been able to bottle him up as Hornacek sits down. Only one field goal this half.
Now, don't take away what you do best, and you have to counter. And unfortunately, when Kevin hasn't been able to get in and get the layup, it's been the corner jumper and missing it.
Scott rebounded.
So much for that sore knee.
Magic with a chance for 20 assists here this afternoon. Steal by Eddie Johnson for the layup. 12 points. It's back to 10. 106.96. Inside of 5 minutes. Flip from Scott, and it's Thompson. Suns can cut it to 8 or 7. Marley's alone. Got it back.
Cotton will not let them stop. They just reach back when you think they're dead. Tremendous emotional recharge.
But now it's Magic's turn.
A little better match with the Suns.
Worthy comes over. He'll go against Chambers. He's going to pass the Magic on a cut through.
Great cut, read.
And Cotton will go to the bench right away. Marley's forcing Chambers cleans up, hustling. Chambers with a fine game here today. 36 points, keeping him in it. It's 8 Lakers. Inside of 4. Phoenix coming on much better this period than in the third. Just reverse those two numbers for the third. Steal. Johnson with a good steal, and busting through is fouled by Johnson in the backcourt. That's his first personal foul of the game.
They went over the top of all the screens here on that triple stagger for Scott. And this is just a heads-up play. The fan wanted something more severe. But right there, coming all the way across the top, never getting a body on Kevin Johnson, and it's definitely in the backcourt.
Timeout. When you come back, we'll have the 3.5-minute stretch run. Following our game and the news shows, it'll be 60 Minutes on CBS, then Murder, She Wrote, and the CBS Sunday night movie Kojak, The Price of Justice. Telly Savalas comes back tonight on CBS. 108-100. The Lakers lead it by 8. James Brown.
All right, Brent. Pat Riley is not a big talker in his huddles. He says he has experienced guys. They know what to do. He only had one message to his guys. Fellas, we can't take a nap now. Let's go back to Brent.
Steve Kerr on the left over on the Phoenix bench, and that's Dean Garrett on the right. Kerr played with Arizona, went to the Final Four. Garrett, of course, was on the Bob Knights championship teams as the rebuilding continues down here in Phoenix.
This is the trap. They haven't used this 1-2-2 trap very much this afternoon.
A 3. Their first 3 of the game. 108-103. three. Pulls the Suns to within 5. Foul.
Pretty play. Back screen as Corbin falls to the deck by Magic. They hit Magic, and then in the 3-second lane, Thompson begs for the ball. Ooh.
Not yet over that limit on that foul. So they take it out of bounds at the 2:50 mark.
They have to lift people out now. Two-man basketball.
Got away from Worthy. Lead to Chambers. And it's down to 3. Magic swings the pass to Worthy. Back to 5.
The catch. What a snatch. Suns had done a nice job on defense. Pass through trips. Magic just made a great pass.
He had to bring that pass hard because there was defensive traffic down there, and Worthy made a sensational catch. He looked like Johnny Bench snapping that ball down. And Worthy at the other end yanks away the miss. The Suns' golden opportunity may be slipping away.
Good handle his high pick and roll.
And got it on the break to Scott, who ships it back out, and here's the open man, Worthy. You can't get any better than that. Oh, was that pretty.
Pat Riley talked about weak side action. We're not doing anything. We're not moving our people. That time they certainly did.
They closed to within 3, and the Lakers quickly put 4 on the board.
Brent, yesterday, Pat Riley talked about weak side action. You can see the pick and roll on one side, Scott getting himself positioned, the back screen on his man, and an excellent, as the dribble comes off, pass by the Magic Man. Pick and roll, drags Marley with him. Little back screen, great action. Of course, the kickback as the Suns react very well defensively in their collapse, but that's preparation.
20 assists for Magic Johnson. That's the 7th time that he's had 20 assists in a playoff game. And you can see the two teams in the East that the Lakers have struggled against. They'll go tomorrow. Game 4 in the Chicago Stadium. And at the 1:36 mark, a 20 being used by Cotton Fitzsimmons. 3 p.m. is the start time from the stadium. And the brooms come out here from the Los Angeles fans. 2-1 edge Bulls in that series.
You notice how tough it was for Kevin Johnson to get the inbounds pass. Same thing on Friday night. Lakers do not want to let him have the basketball so he can penetrate. And of course, when he gets in the middle, he'll kick for that 3.
Fired a 3. Underneath was Chambers, and there was a pushing foul called. And on Chambers, his 3rd personal.
Number 24, Tom Chambers. His 3rd.
I thought they forced the 3 rather quickly after the timeout.
Yeah, they really can't get it to Kevin Johnson's hand to be creative. It's much easier when a guy goes in, everybody turns to help, and then they kick it back out. Good step through.
Quickly, they come up to Cooper.
In essence, they have 2 point guards at this time of the game on the floor because Cooper does such a nice job running the show when Magic rests.
Cooper's 3. Phoenix ball down by 7. Chambers will crash on the inside and step to the free throw line.
Well, he doesn't make many mistakes. That time, if anything, Magic Johnson would have preferred grabbing hold of Chambers and stripping his arms. Here he gets the contact and gives them a great opportunity to sneak back in.
A 40-point afternoon by this man at the line. And also 13 rebounds. He has played his heart out here today. Still His team is down by 4 with 107, but they've got a life.
2 shots, ball out of bounds. Holding before the ball is inbounded. The only thing it does, the clock doesn't move, but Cotton furious over it. That's about the only way you can stop Magic, incidentally, is hold on for dear life. Marley tried it. %91% from the free throw line this year, and 50% from the field. Led the NBA in free throw average. First Laker ever to do that. One part of the game that he felt needed improvement. So Magic Johnson, already one of the greatest, worked on it. And now he has given the Lakers 114-108 lead. Could be sweep time in Phoenix. We'll be right back. Well, it's a broom alert in Phoenix on the part of the Los Angeles Laker fans. 107, though, in a 6-point game, and the 3-point play. Never can tell. Lakers haven't lost since April 15th. They are working on a string of 15 in a row. Maybe Uncle Sam took too much from them. They decided to win a few more. Needed that cash. Because everybody's thinking 3. With 1:07, I would think 2. Get the deuce, play some good D, and maybe step in for a good gamble and give the foul if you have to. Marley's 3. Back to within 3 now, and they wrap up Scott. That was Chambers who quickly got on him. His 4th personal. 59 seconds to go. That's the kind of giveaway you need, though. You don't want the clock to spin.
Byron Scott will shoot 2.
It's a 32-point afternoon.
One of Cotton's problems, Brent, is that he only has the 1 timeout to move the ball late. He's going to have to save that to move it to half court late if they can get themselves back in this thing.
Warriors replacing Thompson. Scott hits both. So it is a 5-point game. Oh, scored and put him at the free throw line. Not a good defensive play. Byron Scott, like Magic a moment ago or seconds ago, with a giveaway. Oh. They have control. They're giving it back. Of course, not too many mere mortals can stay with Kevin Johnson, and didn't have to reach in. It was a nickel dimer, but you don't have to touch him. He knew it. You could see him trying to pull the hand away and said, don't foul him, but it was too late. Now it's a 2-point game at the 53-second mark. And the timeout being used by the Lakers. Maybe they can't be swept. With 53 seconds to go, the Phoenix Suns have given themselves a chance here, Bill. I have to admire Cotton's positive attitude and how it's permeated this team. You can see the strategy, 1 each left. Of course, with Magic at the controls now, the ability to get the good shot. Generally in this situation, they run the play where they screen for Worthy on the box, or they run that clear where Magic isos and they run a guy at him for the pick and roll. One of those 2. The Suns exploding for 30 points here in the 4th quarter. Chambers and Johnson have combined for 23 of them. James Brown, what's going to happen?
All right, Brent, if it works according to plan, they're going to try to work a 2-man basketball game with, of course, Magic Johnson handling the ball, James Worthy down the post. Let's see what happens.
Couldn't couldn't get it to him, so they worked the other way. And now Worthy will go to Johnson. Magic with a quick pass to Cooper. Fouling coming down the baseline.
Cotton upset, and I would be too on the sideline. West, one of the premier shot blockers, comes over just a little bit late and tags him. Of course, he's behind Sampson and Tree Rollins as a college shot blocker. Good, strong move, and there was contact.
There was quite a bit of contact
The
there.
referees have done a marvelous job all day. Not too many complaints out there by either coach.
Eddie Johnson. Lakers are 18 of 20 for the free throw line today. They've been marvelous there. This team knows how to win. Four-point lead. 47 seconds.
Good job with the pressure. They took it out of Kevin Johnson's hands.
Marley on a runner. Good defense by the Lakers. And Cooper will keep it until he's fouled at the 36-second mark.
Timeout, Lakers.
And the Lakers use a timeout, their last timeout. 36 ticks of the clock, and the Lakers sweeping their way toward another final. Well, the last time that a team swept its way into the finals was 1982, and it was the same Los Angeles Lakers who got the job done, and then they dropped a couple of games to the Philadelphia 76ers before they won a title. This year, they beat back Portland in 3, Seattle in 4, and now they're 36 seconds away from sweeping away the upstart Phoenix Suns. Of course, one of the breaks was that last year, Utah battled the Lakers 7 tough games. And this year, the Lakers didn't even have to take a look at it.
Easy road. That time, Dan Marley went coast to coast. The Lakers taking Kevin Johnson out of the sequence. Very well prepared. Of course, the timeout now by Pat. He's setting up both offense and defense. Pat Riley, that is.
Cooper trying to get enough room to inbound the ball. Woolridge sends it right back to him.
They tried to give the foul.
Magic. They're going to have to get somebody on the line. Can't wait much longer.
Too much time.
Absolutely.
They thought they gave it up on Woolridge on the inbounds, and that's sort of the trap there. Negated their getting back in position.
See that little smile on Magic's face? Stepping up to the line here at the 22-second mark. You got a 90% free throw shooter. He's perfect today. Stays perfect. 22 seconds to go, and now the Lakers realize it.
How come Pat Riley always looks good? I mean, we never.
One of those guys.
We always look ruffled.
He never sweats.
No, very well composed. But Tom Chambers, I think, came out today to prove something. He struggled a little bit, didn't get his shots today. An all-star.
Because if you had Magic Johnson on the floor for you, you'd look good too, right?
Well, you just keep moving. He'll find you. Lose your man off a bump or two, and we get some accolades.
They're forced to go to the threes, and Eddie Johnson brings one down, and they've still got a life. They have got a life if they can quickly get it back. And now those seconds that they let dwindle away up here at this end really look big.
Become more important. Cotton sitting with that one timeout. Sure, he'll use it after this, depending on the free throw situation.
Positioning Hornacek. Scott's 4 of 5.
86% during the year, 83 during the playoffs, and the bench, Woolridge, Cooper, and Thompson performed beautifully for the Lakers.
Now it's at 5 with 12 seconds to go. Hornacek Fires up a miss, cleaned up, and they'll send it back to Kevin Johnson. Rattles out, Lakers ball, Lakers title. The Western Conference Championship belongs again to the Los Angeles Lakers. They sweep away the Phoenix Suns in 4 games. Now they will head on into the finals. They will wait to see who will win the Chicago-Detroit series. Great season for Phoenix comes to an unhappy end. And our Miller Lite player of this game is Magic Johnson. 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 20 assists. And Light Beer proud to present a check for $1,000 on behalf of Magic Johnson to the Multiple Sclerosis Society. Let's go to James Brown.
Magic was such a commanding 3-games-to-none lead coming in here. What kept you guys from being subconsciously lax?
Well, we wanted to continue to play well, play hard. You know, once you relax, then they get some momentum. They win this game. Maybe they feel they can win the next game, too. We just want to keep going, playing hard, keep on top of our game, and not come in just saying, well, we got 3, let's give them this one. Instead, we just said, hey, we're going to go for this one as well. And you seen it the first couple minutes, we came out and played really hard.
We know that you're the coach on the floor, but you had to be pleased with the role your supporting cast played, specifically Orlando Woolridge.
Oh, yeah, the bench has been great. O has been sensational all playoffs. He's really come into his own in the playoffs, and we just hope that he can continue for us with Michael Thompson as well as Michael Cooper. And just everybody is doing the job. James Worthy having a great playoff as well.
Does it make any difference if you go undefeated?
Well, you know, it's just as long as we win, you know, that's what it's all about.
Super Magic, congratulations. See you in the finals. All right, let's go back to Brent Musburger.
And congratulations to Jerry Buss, Jerry West, and the rest of the Laker organization. And for Bill Raftery and James Brown, I'm Brent Musburger saying so long from Veterans Memorial Coliseum. The final score, Los Angeles 122, Phoenix 117. So long, everybody.
CBS Sports coverage of the NBA's Western Conference Final has been sponsored by Miller Lite, sole sponsor of the match of the century, Lightomania. MCI, let us show you. And by Ford and your Ford dealer. Have you driven a Ford lately?